Hello everyone. So last night I couldn't sleep. So around 2-3 in the morning I was just thinking about exactly this video. Why? Because I started to document all my house renovation projects besides other things. And I was thinking that finally time has come to put them out there for others to see. And as I am doing usually, I'm complicating my life with different things. So the projects that I chose to document and to make the movies about were the most complicated because involved a lot of intro, outro, explanation, footage that I was not aware how to take and how to do. And yeah, now I am in that moment where I put everything in folders, trying to compile something, so it's going really slow. And when I was trying to film those intros about those projects, I realized that I would like to explain myself a bit, and I felt that I felt pressured to do it fast and really keep you entertained from the first second, so no pressure, right? So I thought it's the best thing for me to do this video just start it, like I'm struggling with so many things that I thought I'm gonna make a movie just with why and how I started this, and hopefully I will not need someone else to help me edit this, which I found out it's quite complicated, by the way. But I want to start with this video, and hopefully soon I'll be able to post the other videos that I'm planning to do, and like this you'll have the background of and how everything started. So some people will think that I'm quite bored, which I can assure you I'm not. I am a very creative person. I don't know exactly why and what got to this point. Probably the fact that I grew up in the 80s and in a communist country where I didn't have much. So I realized that if you want to have something, you just have to try doing it. My dad, for example, he wanted to build a house with his own hands. He's an engineer, but he didn't have any experience in building houses or electrical panels, or I don't know, plumbing and everything that involves construction of the house. So he did this when I was 7 by just reading books, because back then obviously YouTube and Google and Pinterest were not available or existent. So when I wanted to do things in the house, I learned by myself, by doing it and by watching other people doing it. So I think YouTube is really a great source of inspiration, information, training, and you can literally learn to do anything if you want. Another reason why I chose to do this is that I'm a mother of 2 beautiful girls, biggest fans. So every time I built something in the house or I did something, they were asking me, how did I know how to do what I did? And I said, I don't know. It's part of the process, and you learn and you make mistakes and you learn from them. And I don't know, if you just really want to do something, you're gonna do it. So they are watching all kind of we're watching together, right? All kind of house transformations and cleaning and organizing and building stuff and caravan renovations. They love those. So they told me at some point why I'm not doing something like this, because I'm also doing all kind of things in the house. So, you know, besides feeling a bit ridiculous starting to do this at my age, because, you know, it's harder and harder with age, if you know what I mean. I decided that I have to try. I really have to. You know, if I'll talk by myself here and no one will listen and no one will like what I'm saying, it's okay, I guess, because I'm mother and I know how it's to talk by yourself. But yeah, it would be nice to find some, I don't know, feedback out there, or other people that are feeling inspired, or they're feeling, after seeing me doing what I'm doing, that is not that complicated and you can also do it. So if you want to see projects done by someone that has literally no experience and with really basic tools, you're in the right place. Another reason that came together to convince me that I need to do something about it is the ADD. I was recently diagnosed with this. I was never aware that I'm having a problem. But watching at some point a documentary about a nap in the afternoon, if it's really helping or not, the doctor, a neurologist, was saying something really interesting that really clicked something in my mind, is that people with ADD that, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago were kind of functional. And today they're finding themselves in situations that they cannot cope with. The reality is that today we have so many stimulus and distractions and social media, everything that keeps us even more confused, and I don't know. So discovering that I have ADD was quite a shock, and I still, I think, process some of the things there. But starting to read about this, I discovered that the satisfaction that you can get from a job done as an ADD person is amazing. But exactly this is the problem with ADD people. Is just you can be super motivated to get into a project and to start and to build and to create and to whatever. And then it's the inability to finish what you started because you're getting distracted all the time on the way. Another thing that a lot of ADD people have is the difficulty to focus when we are surrounded by so many distractions. And when I mean distractions, I mean now the clutter in the house. And this is one of my biggest pain, because I didn't get to the level of excellence to get rid of clutter. I have a big problem getting rid of things because all the time I'm thinking that I will reuse that, I will transform it, I will repaint it, and I'm gonna build something out of it, or all kind of materials that I kept from sewing clothes to my girls, and I am still keeping them, and I didn't get the chance to go there because I'm getting sucked into other projects. So speaking about projects, I started at the beginning of this year a really in-depth renovation and redesigning a bit my house. I started with a hallway staircase, which I am planning to post in few separate videos because it was a quite extended work, and I think it has to be separated so you can see exactly how the entire project went. And after that I came into the living room where we are right now, and it's a living room connected with the kitchen. It's an open space, so I started to redecorate, repaint, and change a few things in the living room, where I already built a few things like the desk where I'm sitting right now, the back corner where we are eating, and in front of me is the Big Billy library from IKEA that I just finished painting, and hopefully in the next days I will finish with everything to finally put it out there. So I'm not a bored person. I am also a beautician working from home. That's another story for what I'm doing for living. So when I started to document all those projects that I've been doing it for the last 2 years or more, ever since COVID blessed us in the world. So I collected a lot of material with all the projects that I've built, but I wasn't aware of the little details that comes to make the YouTube movie puzzle together. So you will see in the next videos that probably the image is not landscape, it's portrait, and I am learning. So I started to watch all kind of YouTube videos about how to start and how to film and how to record and how to edit, and basically I really wanted someone to do it for me, this editing part, because I found it extremely time consuming and exhausting, especially when you don't know what you're doing. So I started looking on Fiverr to few people trying to hire someone. I started my discussions with those people a year ago, so you see it's a long process. And one of them gave me a price offer that I completely fainted, and the second one, which I really hoped that we're gonna collaborate, he told me that he's quite busy at work. He has a different job, not only the projects that he's doing on Fiverr. So he gave me a time like 2 weeks, but not something like that I can count on. I contacted someone else. I'm expecting even few answers, but I think that in the end I'll just have to do it myself if I want it to be done. that happens in life. Either you learn to do yourself the job, or I don't know, you're not doing it at all, and that's not what I'm planning to. So nice. Now I have also noise from the neighbors that are renovating their house, and probably the sound will be absolutely terrible, which will make me stop soon if I didn't bored you enough. Um, so yes, that's quite my journey so far, and I'm not here to ask you for subscribing to something that it's not even out there yet. But if you have some, I don't know, feedback, and if you want to see more from my projects, stay close, and I will try to learn as fast as possible to post those videos out there. So once again, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye. I can't believe I done this. I did this. Yeah, I did this. My English. So let's get to work.